I just want to come back on real quick. I really got my hair all knotted up. I wanted to be able to see you. I gotta pay attention to Mia's text too. Hey. Yeah, real quick. Lonnie's grabbing her. Oh, I made like a... Okay. I made a big knot in my hair with that scrunchie. Oh, it came out. Yeah, real quick though. Not like to be like, you know. That conflict, I was walking away. What was I doing? I was talking, and I was just thinking to myself, yeah, I like ran and did something. And this conflict, guys, because I didn't mention it in the video, so this message is for somebody, because apparently it's not as big as the other message, right? But freaking flyaways. This can literally be just mentally battling your own brain on how something's going to go down, or you're just worried how something's going to go down when it comes to a family situation or children. It can be really like there might not be any fighting when it comes to the parents, and for some of you, yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know, can we just make sure it goes down this way, or blah, 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 blah. Because I'm kind of reading it differently, where I can see the cards in my head, but the Seven of Swords is there. So I don't know if like someone is lying to somebody and is like, all right, well, yeah, we'll make sure it goes down this way or that way. Like, regardless, it's conflict and it's arguments of energy. But don't, if there's children involved and this is just mental conflict, don't let that stop you. Like, don't let that fear kick in. Like, don't let your future stop you because there's children on their side or your side. Because I can see that mental conflict too. Like, do I really want to go this route? Do I really want to stabilize the situation? Do I really want to do this? Because then the next move, you know, children are involved. Okay. So don't take away from your own happiness, because if something is meant to be and you're on the right path, because something's meant to be part of your future, right? And if you feel it, then try not to, you know, battle your own brain, like your own subconscious. Like that Five of Wands could have been somebody else's, the masculine, because it was the Knight of Swords, somebody else's subconscious just battling themselves. Like, do I do this next move because, you know, I have kids or she has kids? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be that the parents are battling right now. Chances are there's definitely some tension from the cards that came out, and at that point you got to not avoid and stand your ground. They're both of your children, and the other person needs to know that the other person makes good judgment calls. You know what I mean? Like in some situations are like not the best judgment calls and people are being real shitty, but again, out of your control. So I just felt like it was important to come back and kind of say, you know, it really truly could be your own mental brain battling. Do I go in this direction because there's kids involved? And you know it's going to cause conflict. So don't let that happen either, because then you'd be stopping your own future. You'd just be putting a halt on your own happiness, your own success, you know? So I just really did feel like it was important to come back and point that out to you guys. Chances are there's going to be some conflict between two parents though. because that was so much stronger, because somebody really was trying to control how something was going. And it almost looks like there could be another parent that's lying. Like, I promise I won't go that route, or, you know what I'm saying? But like, you got to be real careful there too, because if that's the case, that would be avoiding. And if you do that route, other things will crash around you. Like, your future would be put on hold. You know, so you got to be real careful there. So I want to just throw like one more card for the Five of Wands. Because again, it could be just mental battle. But that would be some serious mental battling in your head. You know, but with the other energy that came out, yeah, that'd be serious mental battling though. You know what I mean? Because it would still be you not letting something go. It'd still be you trying to control how something plays out. And I just feel like right now is that part's out of your control. So one less thing on your brain might be a really good thing. You know? So you're going to get a message regarding this 501. See, so it is conflict then. I totally got booted out of my own read. Did you guys even notice that? Or did it just like pop back on? Alright, so maybe I should just be done with cards. I mean, that booted me right the fuck out. So, I will tell you I got one card on the board and it is the 8 of Wands. So, it is communication. So, I do think it's going to be combative conversation, argument. But on a whole nother level, guys, I really do feel like that can be mental conflict. But this right here is kind of telling me it's not just mental conflict. Like, there's going to be some conflict. So, honestly, try not to avoid it. I mean, if you're battling your own ego, then so be it. But I just don't see it that way. So be real careful with cross communication. And I almost wanted to say cross contamination. So I do feel like there's something toxic still in the environment. Toxic communication. I am going to do one more card for this 8 of Wands with the conflict. Yeah, 4 of Swords reversed. Like, lay it to rest. You know what I mean? Like, that's that whole, like, let it be too. Like, just lay it to rest. It's just going to be one thing after another if you engage. And it's just that simple. It really does need to be blunt. Yeah, see, like, it's just someone's nervous how it's going to go. And so somebody already knows someone's going to be very combative. When the message is delivered. Just don't avoid, and again, this is the whole, like, let it be. You know what I mean? Like, don't feed into it. So, and with the 7 of Wands being there, you have to stand your ground. Like that's it. Like, if you're a parent, they're a parent. It's just, it's that simple. It is the only way to push through this. It really, truly is. It's straight talk, right to the point. Yeah, it sucks, but it's life. Okay, so don't entertain. If this is your best advice for this communication, very conflicted, combative energy, just, you know, be as blunt as you can and just leave it be. Like, you gotta stand your ground. So you're gonna have an opportunity to stand your ground with what happens next and how something goes down. And you have to be blunt. You have to stand your ground. And that's it. It's almost like with this communication, like you have to put someone in their place. Or everything else around you will fail. It's kind of intimidating in a way, but it's just the way something has to go down. I almost wanted to read one more thing. I don't know what it was pulling me to. See, it is having me get out of the combative energy, because that's, chances are it's going to go down and it's more than just mental conflict. Hey, oh, I didn't mean to startle you. Let me put the cards back in because it's pulling me away from it. But there was something else that I picked up on. Unless it's like the other energy. Either way, you can't control it. No matter if it's their side or your side. And if there's other people involved, like, it doesn't matter if there's 3 sides or 4 fucking sides here. Like, you can't avoid it. Like, you can't, not avoid it. That's not the word. You can't control it. So somebody thinks they're going to control how something's going to go down. And I'm telling you, I wouldn't do that because it can ruin the new start. So there's something here that needs to be handled in a very delicate way too, but not in a way where you're pussyfooting around shit. All right, anything else? Because there was something that I meant to bring up and I didn't. So, yeah, see, this is your happiness. This all boils down to your happiness. So at the end of the day, like, 3 of Cups can be reconciliation sometimes, but this is more happiness. Or there's always going to be a third person, 4 people, 5 people, however it goes down. Yeah, see, it's you know, got 2 8s here. It's the communication. See, oh, she's already there. Cool. See, with this 3 of Cups, there was too many people in the picture. Because now you got the 5 of Cups. And again, it's the same energy of missing an opportunity at some point because there was too many other people in the picture. And now somebody else is seeing the other connection. So I don't know if this is going to throw somebody. What does that mean? Like, throw somebody in the spotlight. See, here we go with the spotlight again. Especially with the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Pents. Like, you have no choice but to work on it and work through it. Normally, a 3 of Cups, it comes out like that. It's different. It's trying to tell me something here. Because, see, now he's, like, looking at the 5 of Cups. I mean, the 2. So, this is kind of like a message, like somebody really does want to work on something. But I kind of feel like it's the energy of the past. The Five of Cups is past energy. So it is going to get tricky, guys. I'm trying to look at it at different viewpoints. Like they're trying to get me to look at something in a different way. So I don't know if some of you are like, you know what? I don't want nothing to do with this because there's just this energy. And again, you have 888. Because this is 8 together. And these are 8s. And 888, guys, is a phenomenal combination. It's prosperity, it's love, it's like everything you can imagine. So there is something here that will bring happiness. It's just getting through all of it. The Knight of Swords is at the bottom of the deck again. You kind of have no choice. Blunt, like I said, blunt honesty. Yeah, see, if you don't, yeah, see, if this doesn't go down a certain way, see, that's the wish fulfillment, happiness. 9 of Cups, 6 of Wands reversed, 5 of Cups, I mean the 5 of Swords reversed. This is, if this boils down to communication, like I said, if this doesn't get worked on properly and talked about the right way and honesty and truth, your success will no longer be a success because you're allowing somebody else from your past to stop you from working on something. And if that happens, that victory is gone. That happiness is gone. This is kind of crucial for some of you guys in your life right now. This is like a big pivot point in your life. Like this will put you in a new direction. And there's no avoiding. Like if competitive energy is coming at you, then so be it. Because if you don't take, this is exactly what this is saying. If you don't take the stand, whether it causes an argument or not, you lose your wish. So this is still very up in the air. I see what I'm saying? Like I said, like this is still there's something very delicate here. So this, you're either going to take a blind leap of faith and you're just going to do it and the two people are going to do it, or you're not. So this is still up in the air. There's nothing set in stone here. See? You can lose that. You can lose that solid foundation by letting somebody else's sorrow get in the way. Because this is disappointment. Again, the same thing. Somebody else's happiness causes somebody else's disappointment. So it's still up in the air to where somebody can lose something good because of somebody else. So this communication is extremely important. It's all about how you're going to work together and work on something. So again, it really truly is like the same start, that judgment. You know what I mean? Like somebody else's happiness is someone else's sorrow. And it can go downhill real quick, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. This is I got the goosebumps. This is probably why I came back on. Because you need to be aware that this can go south. Like real quick, it can just, somebody will let this other energy get the best of them. Like this energy is very, maybe even convincing. Like, hey, come on, no, we can work on this. Like, come on, like, I'm just preparing you guys for, you're gonna have to put your foot down. You can't dance around this. And then I don't know how this other energy feels knowing that this person might dance around something. So again, I would stay out of this conflict. I would, because this person, if they're not blunt, they will lose a wish. They will, I mean, it's judgment. They won't be able to fix it again. This is not going to be something, okay. Like there's, I just heard strike 3. Like there's too many strikes. So I don't know who's watching and who's on what end. Because now somebody has a lot of regret about how something went down. And I think it's the person that's going to be feeling left like, what the frigate's out of my hands. And they're going to do everything to battle you. Like, honestly, like, that sucks. You guys are in for it. It's gonna be like an emotional roller coaster with this other person. Which is fine. But I will tell you, someone else's happiness could cause disappointment, because that was exactly like how I said in the first read, like, because someone's making that judgment call. But I will tell you here, it's still 50-50. It's still up in the air, because it really does depend on how somebody presents something, stabilizes something, communicates something. Like, it's still in the air, because this person could lose wish fulfillment. Like, literally, like they were gonna win. Like, it could have been victorious. So, see what I'm saying? Like, it's only victorious if someone puts their foot down and does not interact with that energy. That is the only way somebody wins in this situation. Is let me flip those. That's literally the only way. Is if you just end the argument. It's like kill switch. Just want to know about this communication real quick. One best advice for this Eight of Wands. Page of Cups. You're gonna have to either, this can be an apology. This is opening up. You have to put your emotions into something in order to have a win. In order to have what you want, happiness, success, wishes. You have to put emotion into it. So if someone thinks they can come at you with the Knight of Swords energy, it's someone else would pull the kill switch. I don't know if you're dealing with an electrician here, because somebody's like, I'm not an option. This isn't a game. Yeah, see, somebody knows, like, this is it. Either ground it, fix it, talk about it. This is not like stages. Like, certain things happen in stages, but like not here. Not like this. See, here's that conflict. Here's how do I do it? How do I speak the truth? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the truth, like, there's no way around it. It's just the truth. So I don't know what type of energy you're dealing with, but I'm telling you, if the truth is not spoken correctly, you're that's it. I don't know how. I mean, I can't be more blunt. Somebody else will put that weight down. Yeah, see, that's like pissed off energy. Like, I'm done. I'm cutting out that opportunity of love. Somebody's had enough. They're done holding on. All right, so I hope with whoever you're dealing with or how this goes, guys, that everyone can be honest with everyone, because it really does put you on a new path, a brand new path, like a direction you're supposed to be in. That door will shut if that truth doesn't come out. If there's too much up in the air, I don't know how else to put it for you guys. It's actually a big deal. And I don't know, like I said, if you guys are dealing with an electrician, because I don't know why it's like kill switch. It's how you communicate to the one you have kids with, or it's the other one. I don't know who that message is for, but again, someone else's happiness is going to cause somebody else's sorrow. And this communication is key. I mean, it's 50-50. Someone might just pull the plug. Or you need to pull the plug to something that's gone. And I know that sounds awful. And if anyone's in the hospital, let's not even go there. Okay? What, like life support? Like, I'm not that, but that's what I'm saying. Like, life support, like life something. Like, this is life altering energy. Like, it needs to be done with honesty, and it just needs to be nipped in the butt. Like, lifeline. See what I'm saying? Lifeline. Like, I'm telling you, it depends on how something goes down, but it's literally like kill switch, lifeline. Like, this is it. Like, the truth is being delivered without tact, and that's it. And it could have an extremely good outcome, success, wish fulfillment, happiness. I mean, it really doesn't get better than that, guys. That's amazing. So if this faults, if it's built on faulty grounds, it's going to ruin things. So if you're the one having a conversation with somebody, I would just be honest, and this is how I feel, this is what I want, this is, you know what I mean? Like, it's out of our control, but this is what's probably going to happen. I mean, there's going to be conflict. If there's kids, there's this. Like, can you actually push through? And be honest with me, because if you can't, there's no point, you know, jumping on the horse and being like, we can do this. In others of you, I don't know if there's a false sense of foundation here. Like, be careful who wants to come back, because you can literally alter your course to where you could stay in something karmic, which I think has to do with like the other group, but I'm not positive. I just know it's a big deal. Something this week is a big deal, guys. So I really hope everyone's big enough and brave enough to, you know, follow through and face what needs to be faced. Kill switch, lifeline. Like, I'm telling you, like, because everyone has paths, right? And I don't know if you're trying to make it easier on other people, your kids. Like, I don't know what you're doing right now, but your happiness is at stake. You can't tell me this isn't going to interfere in a situationship. It will. It's right in front of our faces. So don't let it. If you're starting something new with somebody and they have kids, you all have a lot to push through. If you're Xing everything out and you're pulling the kill switch, you're gonna be happy. In the meantime, you might be a little sad and disappointed, but you're gonna be happy and you're still gonna move forward. So you gotta figure out who's who, because if you choose the wrong path, again, you're gonna go back on the merry-go-round, or you're gonna be very happy you didn't get back on the merry-go-round. I don't know. It's a big week, guys. Shit's aligning. Jupiter's here. We figured that throughout that whole beginning of the reading. Jupiter rewards. So Don't let somebody else's sorrows take away your own happiness. And I do feel feminine energy there. So if you're feminine and you're dealing with somebody who's dealing with all this, don't back out of something either because you think it's too hard. Like there's something going on there too where you'd rather just pull the kill switch because I don't think you have enough confidence in somebody else. Because I don't think you think someone can follow through. Because there's too much pain and anger and conflict attached to everybody's next move. So whoever these messages are for, I really hope that it helps you. Yeah, see, because it's a new opportunity. Scales are being balanced here, okay? And somebody else is not going to want to see how something else goes down. It could even be a job, guys, with the Page of Pence here. Literally. Some of you, it's a payout. So be careful who comes back into your life because you can lose money so quick. Say you have an ex that's just like, oh, in something so foolish, like tax returns are not even enough to be substantial, but enough to come in and take. See what I'm saying? Like some of you guys, depending on children or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's substantial enough for you, but be real careful on how and what you do with whatever that is. Because there is somebody here that takes. There is a taker here. I think that's the other part of the story it wanted me to figure out. If I was in the other read, I didn't see anybody taking. There's a taker here. So I don't, like, just be careful. Like, don't, be careful because there's something karmic here with a taker. And I don't know if it's linked to money. The Page of Pence is here. But there's most definitely something karmic in a taker, whether they're taking your energy. Yeah, see, so it's still linked to today's read. So somebody could be worried that somebody's in something for money, but I don't see it like that because the Ten of Pence is reversed and the Devil. Yeah, no, see, this is whatever you're linked to. So somebody here takes from somebody's energy. Somebody here makes somebody feel small. Like I'm telling you, like, this is an important read because there really is truly somebody here that makes someone feel small. So be real careful about your approach. Because someone's nervous about how this is going to go down. I don't know who this taker is. But there is something here that's karmic. And that karmic didn't come up in the previous read. So whether it's money, energy, I don't even really feel like it's money at this point. I feel like it's energy. Like somebody comes in, like they feel like they're bigger than you. I don't know what that's regarding. But if this is a new start, once again, see what I'm saying? This new start is still chaotic because you're nervous. How somebody else is going to feel, or how you're going to feel, or how somebody's going to take something you say. Like that, you got to nip that in the butt. Because that type of energy is going to cause the conflict that's going to come in, and it's going to make it worse. I can't stress enough how kind of crucial something goes down. And to me, it stems from honesty. So if it is linked to money, be careful. Yeah, there's something here linked to money. I think it's bigger than just someone's taxes, guys. I don't know if someone's taking money or someone's giving money. It's almost like, here, I'll give you this to make you happy. But it's karmic. So I'd keep an eye on that bank account with justice sitting right here. Because this is giving and not getting back. And it's like doing it to make somebody else feel better. But this is somebody too that makes someone feel small. Like they're not good enough. So someone might just be all about money. Or somebody straight up worried that somebody else is about money. But I don't think so. I think you're giving to a situation and it needs to stop. Like there needs to be a halt. Yeah, it's like giving to a toxic situation. And again, it's the money. So it could be as simple as some of you guys, and it's just tax. Somebody's coming back for XYZ. You could get somebody's tax return and they can be pissed and it starts a fight. I think it's bigger than that though, guys. It's where you're putting your money. You're giving money. And it needs to stop. And it's not child support. It's above and beyond child support. It needs to stop. Maybe somebody was holding on for money. Now we have the Empress with the 8 of Cups. So see now, so if money stops, someone's going to walk away. Or this is the energy of this energy being like, okay, I see an offer going in a new direction. I'm just walking away. So that doesn't even look like money right there. That's more like, because the Empress can take care of herself. You know what I'm saying? Empress wouldn't have that problem. Unless you're a mom and you have that problem. It's something more than child support, though. It's got to stop. I don't know what that's about. I think once somebody realizes something, it's just like, fine. I don't know what that is about. I don't know if someone's paying somebody's bills. Like more than one bill, not just like this bill, that bill. Because I'm looking at the 8 of Cups and there's like multiple bills. Someone's paying for multiple things that they should not be paying for. So I don't know if that will come to light. I don't know where we were going with that, guys. That was random. But this energy is not going to be happy. Like, they don't want to accept that something's over and it's time to move on. And again, I don't know if it's linked to money. It's so karmic. What is this Justice? Just careful you don't get fooled, played. It's like everyone's in a tricky scenario, but just don't get played. See, it's a karmic relationship. It's a family situation. Yeah, see, like someone's figuring out the options. There we go again with the cups. I don't know if it's paying too much or giving too much, but holy fuck, it's toxic. It needs to stop. It keeps giving the same message and I can't pin it for you. And I think it's because everybody else's message is going to be a little different. But it's karmic. It's a karmic family relationship. It's toxic. But here we go. We still have this Seven of Cups as if somebody's like, how do I fix this? There's no fixing it. How do I get what I want? Well, you may no longer get what you want because something is getting shut down. Something that was being taken advantage of. And maybe someone didn't see that somebody was taking advantage of somebody. Yeah, see, somebody's not getting an opportunity. Somebody else is. Once again, the Knight of Pentacles with the Three of Wands. Don't fuck up your future. It's so karmic. And it has to do with giving and taking. So somebody was just taking. I don't know what they were taking. Time, money, energy. Ugh. It's so karmic. There's a family situation that is just so toxic. Taking. Codependent. So maybe somebody is paying somebody's bills. And it's going to stop. I don't know if somebody's just seeing it now. But this has to do with the family dynamic. I mean, this, no, I don't really think it's that. There's paperwork here, and I don't see paperwork. So I don't know if, like, the courts are going to get involved. Like, an energy gets real pissed off and is like, oh, there's paperwork right in his hands. So I don't know if, like, courts are getting involved, someone gets pissed off. Huh. All I know is that there's a giver and a taker. And it looks like it's going to be nipped in the butt. I think someone was blinded to something. Tell me what this toxic energy is. Besides whatever this is. I mean, there's something screaming at me and I can't see it. Or you don't see it. See what I'm saying? It's like right in front of me and I can't see it. Something toxic is right in front of you and you don't see it. So now the scales are going to be balanced. And I think once the scales are balanced and you make your next move, you're going to be like, holy fuck, I didn't see it. I think that's what's going to happen. I think you're going to see it after the fact. It's almost like you don't get your wish or you don't get your answers. You don't get something until you follow through with something. And then when you actually follow through with something, you see it. It will make sense. So I don't know if you needed that. Yeah, see, this might be a money thing. Look at it. Somebody's like not even worried about the pain and the sorrow. They're worried about money and how something's going to play out. Someone's emotions are not even in this. Somebody's fighting for something they really don't even want. And I'm telling you, you don't see it. Someone's blinded here. And once somebody gets in a new direction, you are going to see real fucking quick how someone turns. And it's because they didn't get their way. So I can't stress enough to be very careful, because if you're pussyfooting around somebody to make them more comfortable about how something goes down, don't bother. That's why it's a kill switch. That's why it's like a lifeline. Like, it's kind of crucial. This direction you're about to go in is crucial, guys. And for everybody involved. You're going to see something when it's said and done. And not a second sooner. You know, it's like spirit making sure, the universe, ancestors, whoever, that you follow through with something because it's best for you. And then when you do, this success, everything that you've been worried about subsides. Money gets better. Your relationships get better. Your friendships get better. The family gets better. See what I'm saying? This is like somebody that wanted to kind of get like their ducks in a row before going in a certain direction. So I don't know how many ducks you got in a row, but like, you don't need to get them all in a row. Like, you already got something squared away, and which is like great. You know what I'm saying? And things are going to get better. So if you're worried about how something goes down when something is said, please don't, because it's karmic and it's just going to hold you back. And if you're going to hold yourself back, you're losing, like I said right here, you're losing out on your own wish fulfillment. You'd be holding yourself back in life. So you're definitely being tested. You're being challenged. You're being challenged to follow through with something without knowing the outcome. So if you think you're going to get answers beforehand, you're wrong. It won't happen. And I guarantee somebody's struggling with this because somebody tries to control how something goes. So this is why it's 50-50. Because that person's got to push through to get the reward. There's Saturn. There's Saturn and Jupiter for you. There's Saturn. You want Saturn or you want Jupiter? I want fucking Jupiter. I'd rather put on the 5 pounds than to take 5 years from my life. So for those that are trying to make a certain decision before you actually make a decision, you're wrong. You have to be all in. You have to be all in to get this blessing, and you have to kind of go in blindly. You don't get to know every answer. You don't. It's just, you're going to take a risk, and it's going to be a blessing or it's going to be a lesson. And there's blessings all over the board. There's successful blessings. So this is a tough lesson for somebody. It's so tough because somebody actually has to reject and go in a new direction. So I just hope whoever that is follows through, because that's the only way it's coming at you. And that's for two people who have mutual feelings, because the other person's struggling too, because she or he knows exactly what they're dealing with. So there's also a lesson on her end to follow through, even though there's lack of trust. Can this person do it? Can they push through? Am I setting myself up for a disaster by doing this? So the two people will have mutual feelings for each other that might possibly get together here, because both of them are still like, I don't know what to do. You both have to push through blindly, because you both know that there's a little bit of a storm ahead of you. And if you guys have each other's back, it's what a reward. But you have to push through together. And if you're only going to put 1 foot in, this blessing is done. Kill switch. Just like your lifeline. I don't know what that's about, or if you're just dealing with an electrician. Because what was the name of that show with your lifeline? It's something about questions. Oh, you want to be a billionaire? See? Something about money. I guarantee there's some type of windfall. There's something after something is done properly. And I felt that in the previous read, and I'm like, that makes no sense. And I almost said that, like a windfall, or I'm telling you, like, all these big things come in right after the right things are done. So this is pushing through your own fear. Good luck, guys. Like, this is a big deal this week. This isn't little. This puts you on your path. You're worried about, if you're worried about money, stop. Losing money, say there's a divorce, say there's a settlement, like, stop. If you let that get in your way, that's like letting the energy get the best of you. Like, the energy is bigger than you. You know what I mean? Like, don't let the energy be bigger than you. This is literally, it comes down to the wire. See, once again, this is a leap of faith that you have to take blindly. You don't get your answers or your reward until 2 people push through, not just 1, 2. So I hope you guys are on the same page. I hope you can actually have each other's back. I hope you can push through this. I hope you can speak the truth. And I fucking hope the best for you, whoever this reading is for this week, because it puts you on a brand new path, and the path is beautiful. It's going to take 2 people to push through a disaster, a shit show. And it's going to be the hardest things, a very hard thing for the 2 of you to do together. Honest to God. It has to be done together. And it has to be done right. Good luck, guys. Oh my goodness. I really feel like you need the luck here. Like, I got the goosebumps. It's a hit or miss. Like, your windfall, whether it's money or love or whatever, comes after you both. It's like a testament to love. There's no question. There's absolutely no question. I have goosebumps from head to toe. Can you push through together? Can you have each other's backs? Can you trust it? Because that's when it all comes in. When the 2 of you make the final decision to push through. Because this is not an easy thing to push through. So many people can go in the other direction because they know what they're about to be up against. Faith. That's a tough one, guys. Faith is hard to have in this situation. Because it's such a risk. Whatever you're about to step into this week is a risk. And it's either a blessing or a lesson. And it's a big deal. And some of you, it's karmic, and others of you, it's a blessing. So your blessing will come after you make a decision. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to make a blind decision. Ugh. Weeks like that are tough, guys. They're tough for me. They'll be tough for you, for everybody, everyone involved. It alters your life. But change is good. So I hope me coming back on and you know, we did figure out a few more things. You know what I mean? But it ultimately, regardless of tarot or influences or friends or family, it's 2 people having each other's backs and pushing through what you both are fully aware of is going down, supporting each other unconditionally. You got a big lesson in front of you. Because I can see both energies bailing. You can see it coming together, but some might bail, guys. Again, it's 50-50. So, good luck. Because you're about to be faced with something. It's inevitable. It's here. So I wish you luck, guys. I don't say stuff like that. If I find myself in this position, I wish myself luck, because this is not an easy, yes, let's do it. There's nothing easy about stepping into this new opportunity. Nothing easy about it. It's so questionable. So good luck, honestly. I wish you luck. This change is here. It's just a matter if you take it. Because you know you're faced with a fucking sandstorm. Those are the storms you want to like shut your eyes and be like, no. It's not a regular storm. It's a sandstorm. Okay? I love you guys. So much is. I hope that helps for that missing piece that I didn't see in the first read. Okay? Love you guys. Love you. Staying alive, staying alive. I'm telling you, it's a big energy shift too. Your energy belongs in a certain place. And if it's a risk. It's a risk. You're welcome. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And Patreon is uploaded. And I will see you daily on Patreon this week. Okay? And I explained that in the video. And it actually makes sense to me now.